onto our mats. Let your feet be greater than hip distance apart. Take an inhale breath, reach it up. And as you exhale, cross back behind, press it out. Inhaling up. Exhale, cross behind and press it out. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhale and exhale it out. A few more. Inhaling, feel your hips. Exhale, inhale. Guide your knees over your second toe. Exhale it out. Inhaling up. And exhale here. Just once more. Inhaling up. And exhale that out. Hold this here. Just pull your shoulder blades towards one another behind you. And then feel your belly. Hug it in. So it's going to feel like your tailbone scooping underneath you. Hold your arms nice and strong. All the muscles hugging the bones for 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, reach it up. Turn your toes in. Then as you exhale, just take your right hand onto your right hip, stretch open over. Breathe here. Inhale it up and exhale it over to the other side. Inhale, reach it up and exhale for a forward bend. Now you can bend your knees here a little bit. You can bend your knees here a lot. If your lower back is tender, rest your elbows onto your thighs and just feel this nice little stretch starting to happen. You could begin to straighten through your legs if that's comfortable to you. Head is heavy. Wiggle it out. All right, and then with a bend into your knee, slide your left hand underneath your heart, reach your right arm up into a twist, and exhale, lower that down. Take it over to the other side, inhaling up, and exhale it down. Inhale up and over to the right. Exhale. Inhale up and out to the left. And exhale. Inhale, come to a half lift. Knees can be bent. Exhale to your forward bend. Inhale, reach the right arm up into your twist. Exhale it down. Inhale out and up to your left. And exhale it away. Once more in each direction. Last time left. And exhale, bend into your knees. Straighten through your legs if it feels good. Bend into your knees, reach your arms all the way up. And turn your heels in, your toes out. Exhale, press that out. Inhaling up. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale it out. Good, inhaling. And exhale. Nice, couple more. Last time. And this time taking your hands onto your inner knees. Drop your right shoulder towards your left knee. Come back to center and over to the other side. And back to center. We'll let your hips go a little lower. Your knees go a little wider. You'll feel a stretch into your groin. And then work your tailbone down, shoulders back over your hips. Just lift your right heel, lift your left heel, go side to side. It's so beautiful this morning. I had to work out here in front of my front door so I can get some of this nice cool air. I think we're about done with it. What do you think? Last 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 more on each side. Good. Inhale, reach it up and turn your toes in and exhale it down. Just walk your hands on over to your right foot. Give yourself a little tug here. So you could hold your calf, your ankle with your left hand. If you bend into your left elbow, you'll stretch deeper. Breathe. And then just walk it all the way over to the other side. Holding your left ankle or calf with your right hand and then just bending into your elbow. And just stretch it deeper. And walk it back to center, a little bend into your knees, reach your arms all the way up. One last lateral stretch here, taking it over to your right. Inhaling up and exhale it over to your left. Good, inhale it up and release. You can juggle your feet to hip distance apart. Let's grab our weights, please. All right, ready for some biceps. Let your knees be bent. It's like you're perching yourself up on that bar stool. Palms facing forward. We're just gonna bend and straighten. It's super important here when you're working into your biceps to not let your chest and shoulders do this work. So what you'll wanna do is have your shoulder blades back and down, your chest lifted, and watch that you don't round those arms forward. Keep pinning shoulder blades towards one another, that will help. And the head is just perched right on top of the spine. Breathing as you work. And feel that extra squeeze up top. Good. Working here. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Now let your hands be just at elbow height. Squeeze your shoulder blades together, up and lower just to elbow height. So you might visually inspect that. Breathe. Try to lift your chest up towards your chin, pull the back of your head, one of your shoulders back into a chair behind you. And we have 5 more like this. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Straighten all the way through. Hands come up just elbow height and release. Up, elbow height and release. And again, you might visually inspect that. Feel your arms working strong. Five more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower that down. You can roll out your shoulders. Let's have the right foot forward, left foot back. We'll work into some rows here. So you want to keep your shoulder blades together. Lift your belly up. Lean the body forward. The more you lean over, the harder it's going to be. Palms face one another. And just lift your elbows up and straighten through. Watch that you're not letting the top of your shoulders do the work for you. And keep your right hip pulling back. Press to the outer blade of your left foot. And push your left heel through your mat. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let those elbows high, tricep kickbacks. With that full extension. Keep working. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now hold them up and press in. Keep your shoulder blades pulling towards one another. Your collarbones expanded. For 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Roll yourself on up, shoulders over your hips, and shoulder presses. Keep your back leg active. As you bend into your right knee, feel your tailbone heavy. Good. And last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower the arms down. Let your feet be greater than hip distance apart. Take that little squat here. Palms face out. And we take our next set of bicep curls. Trying to keep your palms facing out. Your heart lifted. Your shoulders down. Breathe here. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hands elbow height and up. Check it out visually if you need. Give yourself a nice place to work from for building strength in the upper bicep, for creating these controlled movements. Five more like this. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Extend through and just halfway up. Last bit of biceps here. Keep working. 5 more. Last 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower it down. We'll take the left foot in front. Roll your right hip forward. Pull your belly in. Lean yourself forward. We're going to do a second set of our rows. Squeeze up and release. Try to keep your head in line with your spine. So sometimes we drop our head down. Try to keep it up, and also don't jut your chin forward. So the back of your neck and the front of your neck equal length. Right and left side. Nice and relaxed. Five more. And 4, 3, last 2, last 1. Good. Get those elbows nice and high. Tricep kickbacks. If you look about 6 feet in front of you on the floor, it will help to keep your neck in line with your spine. With that extra little lift up at the top. You can do it. And your last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold it up and try to press up, 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 up. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release. Oh, goodness gracious. Let's go ahead and do 1. Oh, we're going to do 1 overhead. Sorry. Reach the arms on up. Pull the belly in and then straighten. This is the last one. Second set of shoulder presses. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Oh, yes. Now we can release. Take those weights on down. And release your hands back behind you. Let your toes be narrower than your heels in squat legged position. Reach your arms up overhead. If that's not good for your shoulders, you can always keep your hands on your lower back, pulling your elbow points away from one another. You can bend into your knees deeper. You'll feel a stretch across your lower back. You can straighten through your legs, let it stretch down the back of the legs and the inner thighs slightly. If you have your hands clasped, pull your shoulder blades closer together and try to lift your shoulder blades away from your ears up towards your hips. And release that arm, reach all the way up and take a hold of your right elbow, press your head into your forearm, pull your belly in if you want to reach your shoulders over to your left. Pull your belly in anyways, work into your core slightly deeper. And as you come up, lower the arm across your body, and give that shoulder a little tug. If you like, you could take your left ear towards your left shoulder. Do a deeper stretch down your neck, all the way up to your shoulder. Then release. Let's take that over to the other side. Head plants onto your forearm, and then let your shoulders move on over to your right. Breathe. And as you come up, lower the arm across the body, give it a little tug, and down right ear. Now come over towards the right shoulder. And release. Shake it out. We're going to step up to our makeshift bar that can be the back of the chair, the countertop. We will use something to squeeze into, and if you don't have anything to squeeze into, don't worry about it too much. You can always contract into yourself, and I promise you will still get plenty of a workout. The ball can just rest nearby for a moment and let your feet come into your first position. And you can have your left arm out if you like. Put your hand down your hip if you like. Take a bend into your knees. Lift your heels up and then just take little pulses here. Keep your tailbone heavy. Keep your belly lifted. Keep your heart lifted. Good. Your heels can stay lifted. If at any point you want to lower your heels down, that's always okay. You work at the intensity that's right for you today, and don't worry about anything else. Breathing here. Feel your belly lifting. For 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come all the way up. Lift your heels as high as they will go. Contract and feel your seat even squeezing. And then lower it down. Keep your right foot just as it is. Take your left foot out. You want to have a little attitude in the knee and knee bend. And there's a lot of outward rotation here. Lift the leg up, 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 up. Feel your hip flexors working. So you want to keep your flat lower back, tailbone heavy. Heart stays lifted. Don't pitch yourself too far back here. Feel the four corners of your right foot still grounding down. Just 5 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Keep the leg lifted and then just stretch, stretch, stretch. You want to see how far your toe can get away from your knee, how far your knee can get away from your hip. Stretch it out. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower it down. You get that little wiggle and turn to face your bar. That ball is going to come behind your right knee. So your standing leg will now be your left. And then pitch yourself forward just enough. Now squeeze your knees together here. Pull your belly button in higher. And then start to squeeze the ball. And if you don't have a ball, just squeeze against some resistance. Don't let it go. Watch that the knee is not coming back behind you. Keep the belly lifted. Last 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower that down. Give it a little shake out. Let's do the other side. Squeeze the knees together. Pull your belly in, your tailbone down, and then start to squeeze into resistance, into your ball, towel, stuffed animal, whatever you have to get a little pressure into. Notice how even though your leg is working hard, that your shoulders don't have to. That your face can be soft. You might even be able to smile here. Last 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower it down. So we're going to take the left hand on your bar. I'll give you mine. You don't need your ball. Find your feet in that first position, releve. If you had your left arm out, you're going to want your right arm out. And you're going to bend into your knees. Just find those little pulses again. Feel your belly lifting. Your seat's not squeezing too much. Your belly is holding your pelvis in place where you let your legs work. Keep working. for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold it low and tuck release. Breathing here. Feel your belly doing the work. Almost there. 10 more. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come all the way up. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. And then as you lower down, it's a plie in that left knee. The right knee is going to be angled out in attitude, and we lift, lift, lift. Five more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold it and stretch, 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 stretch. See how far you can reach your toe away from you. You're reaching out for something you really want down there. A winning lotto ticket, your dollar bill, get out of jail free card. Five more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Wiggle that out. And you're gonna face your bar. You won't need your ball for this one. You can lean your elbows, forearms onto your countertop, onto the back of your chair, wherever you are. Let your feet be in a first position here. If that's not comfortable to your knees, of course, parallel is always okay. Shift your weight over to your left foot. Bring your right leg back behind. Now you're gonna create that attitude by opening the knee out, bending into the knee, and we'll lift here. Keep your belly engaged. Shoulders can stay relaxed, even though you're working strong. Almost there. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold it, stretch, and take a bend into your left knee. Then release and stretch, stretch, stretch. So you're stretching through your right knee as you're bending into your left, giving your left thigh a workout, your right glutes a workout. Just 5 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come on up, wiggle it out. Have that first position if it's comfortable enough for you. Send your left leg back, open the knee, and lift, 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 lift. Three, 2, and 1. Now straighten through, and as you do, bend into your right knee, and bend. You're straightening through your left as you're bending into your right. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Wiggle that out. Good. So whatever your support is for your hands, step far enough away from it so that you can step your right foot or your left foot back, sorry. Your right knee can stay bent and about over that leg. And just pull your right hip back. Feel like you're edging your right heel towards the left edge of your mat. Your hands could touch down onto the mat if that feels good to you. Lift the right hip up and back. Start to walk the weight back. You might flex through the right foot. Push your left heel down. And as you ground your right foot, slide your left foot up. And then you're just going to lower the left heel down, push weight back over that left heel. You can see your left knee. See if it can come further forward. We're going to go stretch into the Achilles and the gastrocnemius. And walk it forward, bend into both knees, roll the body up, left foot forward, right foot back. We're going to be doing a little bit more for the seat and hips on the floor, so we'll stretch those when we get down there. Start to bend it forward. Now you can keep holding on to your support. And your left knee can stay as bent as you need. Feel your left heel edging towards the right side of your mat so that your left hip can move up and back more. Hands could touch down. And push your right heel through the mat. And you can start taking your weight back to flex through your left foot and lifting those toes, ball of the foot if it feels good. Now, as you lower your foot, just step your right foot half the distance up, push your heel back, straighten through your left leg, and your right knee is trying to come as far forward and down as you can get. Bring equal weight. Ball comes in between the knees, just above the knee joint. And then roll your shoulders back and down. And all you're doing is you're trying to keep your shoulders as much over your hips as you can. And you're just going to squeeze the ball. So you should feel that this is more adductor work than it is true core work. Your lower belly might even feel a little relaxed in this position. We're going to work to burn out those adductors. So our core has to do our work for us. Keep shoulders back and down. Working here. Let's go for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release that. Soles of the feet will come together. I'm going to stretch out the groin, so you might hug those heels closer to the base of the pelvis and drop the knees out. Hinge the body forward. And come on up. Send your left knee forward, and your right knee is going to drop down towards your left sole of your foot. All right, so you're going to turn the body towards your left knee, plant both hands down. Now you're going to do little clamshells here. So flex through your right foot and just lift your right knee up and lower. Now if you ever feel this in your lower back, walk your hands more forward. You can even drop down onto an elbow. You don't want to feel this in your lower back. We're looking to work the hip, the outer thigh, wherever those saddlebags are. And I should say that that's on me. Breathe into it. And one, good. Now press the knee down and lift your flexed foot leg. There's inward rotation, so this is actually facilitating a little stretch to the muscles we just worked. You're also encouraging the inner thigh muscles. We want to get that inward rotation, offsetting our outward rotation. And then last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now do come down onto your elbows if you're not there already. Now we're going to lift that leg up and then just straighten and bend. So it's like you're bringing your knee all the way up to your right shoulder. You're trying to keep the leg level, parallel to your mat as you extend out. Breathe as you work. There's just 5 more. And 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now this is going to feel good. Let's bring that foot forward and take the lower leg along. You should feel a stretch into that right hip. That feels pretty good this time. We'll roll back a little bit onto the fleshier part of your left glutes. Flex through your left foot and lift, 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 lift. Five, 4, 3, 2, and 1. As you come up, you can keep your left leg long if you like. Just cross your right knee over your left, flex through your left foot, and you can hinge that forward, starting to relieve some of the tension in that right hip that we created intentionally during those outer hip works. As you come up, we have another side to do. So come on over, right knee out, left knee in. You're going to turn to face your right leg, hands thrown down, flex through your left foot, and lift. So you can take your right elbow down. You could walk your left hand forward. Maybe the elbow comes down. Maybe you don't need to. And keep your left foot flexed. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower the knee down, and then you're taking that in reverse. Letting the foot come up, the knee press down. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now definitely do come onto your elbows. Lift that leg up, pull it towards your left shoulder, and then extend out. Trying to keep your leg parallel to the floor. Let your shoulders stay as relaxed as they can. Five more. 4, 3, last 2, and 1. Good. Now we're going to sweep that leg out in front. Right leg's going to come long. Roll onto the fleshy part of your right glutes. And we lift the right leg up, up, up. Contract. Lengthen through your heel. Almost there. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower it down. Good. As you come forward, you can slide that leg forward, cross your left knee all the way over. You do want to keep an engaged right leg to support your knee. And hinge it forward if you like. You can place your hand underneath your knee. That'll give you a micro bend. And release. Roll it on up. Let's bring ourselves onto our back. Take the ball with you. Good. So the ball's going to come back between the knees. And that again can be a block, a pillow. You can even just squeeze your knees into one another. Take your arms out like a T, lift up your hips, and bring them over to the right an inch or 2 and lay them back down. And you want to feel your shoulders be able to ground down. Lift your knees up so that they're just over your hips. Pull your belly in. And you're only taking it maybe halfway over to the left and then bringing it to center. Watch that your right shoulder doesn't lift. Keep your belly engaged. Every time you rock back to center, make sure you're plugging in again. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Bring it to center. Touch the feet down. Let your hips come to neutral. Rest here for a moment. And then let's slide hips on over to the left and bring the knees up. You're pressing down your shoulders into the mat. Pull your navel in. Let your knees come about halfway over and then back to center. Keep your left shoulder grounded. Breathe into it. Getting those obliques to whittle down. 5 more. 4, 3, last 2. And 1. As you bring your knees to center, lower the feet down. Get your hips to lift and bring them in line with your shoulders. Lower them back down. Just take a moment here. Feel it out. All right, ball can be released. Let's extend the right leg up towards the ceiling. The sole of the left foot can stay grounded. Reach the arms up towards the ceiling so that they're directly over your shoulders. And draw your chin towards your chest. Lift up and then pulse, 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 pulse. You can always take your hands behind your head. If you do, don't use your hands to pull your head up towards your toes. Instead, get your elbows wide. Feel your belly drawing in. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Cross your right ankle over your left knee. Keep flexing through your right foot. Your right knee is going to move as far away from you as it can. Pull your shoulder blades closer to one another on your back. And your palms can face down, your palms can face up. Facing up does give you a little extra external rotation in the arm bones. And then we're just going to lift. Hips up and lower. Lift, lift, lift. Try to keep your hips level. That right hip's going to want to drag behind the left. So lift. Working here. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower it down. Draw your knees into your chest. And let your right foot ground down. Left leg extends up towards the ceiling. Reach the arms up or interlace behind your head, or you can do a combination thereof. Lift your chest and then pulse it here. These tiny movements, you want to feel your upper abs contracting each time you lift. Of course, your lower abs are working to press your lower back into the mat. You can do it. Last 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Lower, cross left ankle over the right knee. Get the shoulder blades to come closer to one another. Flex through your left foot. And encourage your left knee away from you. Press through your right and lift your hips up. And then lower to lift. Lower to lift. Lower to lift. Feel the left hip. Watch that it's not dragging behind. Feel your belly engaged. Last few here, you can do it. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower it down, draw the knees into your chest. Nice. And just roll your body on up. Ah. Okay, one last little bit for abs, and then we'll do a stretch coming onto your forearms. Let your hips ground down for a moment. We're going to work into an 8-point plank. So for this exercise, you want to walk your elbows forward of your shoulders. You also want them to be slightly wider than your shoulders. It's going to make your core work harder. So your hands can narrow in slightly. As you tuck your toes, let your feet be wider than your hips. Almost mat distance apart would be great. And then push through your elbows, start to round your upper back. Now pull your tailbone down and start to lift your hips. Now lift your belly higher. Pull the tail down. Push through your hands, through your elbows to get more weight back to your knees, back to your toes. Breathe, and then feel that space just above your belly button. Try to hollow it out more, lifting it up for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower it down. Walk your elbows underneath your shoulders. It's a Sphinx stretch. As you push your elbows down, your heart will lift. As you pull your elbows back, you'll feel that stretch deepen. We've got time for another one. Aren't you so excited? Tuck those toes, let them be about mat distance apart. Walk your elbows forward, walk them wider. Hands can go narrower. Push through your hands, through your elbows. Lift your seat, but your knees stay grounded. This is an 8-point plank. Push through your hands, through your elbows. Get more weight back to your knees, back to your feet. Pull your tail underneath you and try to hollow out your solar plexus just above your belly button for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower it down. Walk your elbows back underneath your shoulders. Hug them back towards your hips to stretch deeper. Nice. And for this third, we're going to keep our elbows under our shoulders. You can clasp your hands if you like, or you can just let the palms press down. Walk your feet to hip distance apart. So it's a little narrower. Press through your forearms. Lift your belly. Now lift your knees into a forearm plank. Push your heels back by pressing down into your elbows into your forearms. And then rock it forward. Push it back and rock it forward. And do that a few more times. You should feel everything from your toes up to your shoulders working. The next time that you come forward, we'll lay the belly down, widen the hands, Sphinx pose. And I think that's about it on time for core. I'm getting some final stretching here. You could bend into your right knee. Now, if this is too much for your lower back, walk your left elbow forward. Lower yourself down. Reach back to take a hold. Pull the heel towards the seat for your quadricep stretch. Lower it down and take it over to the other side. And as you release that foot, tuck your toes, hands underneath your shoulders, push yourself on up into a tabletop shape, and take your right leg, step it forward into a lunge. And bend into that knee as deep as you like. And you can keep the knee over the ankle. You can walk the foot back and let the knee come forward. pushing the heel down to get that stretch into your Achilles. Only if it's safe for your ankle, for your knee. It's not too deep for your hip. As you come back, we'll take that hamstring stretch again. Keeping that micro bend in the knee, you could flex through the foot if that feels good. You can always keep that foot grounded though. And as you walk it forward, pivot your left foot out to the left, walk your hands to the inside, and then just take that right leg all the way back, and then stretch up and over. Lower it down. You can turn to face the opposite direction, or you can just bring your left leg forward. And sink down into it. And again, if it's comfortable onto your ankle, onto your knee, to get that deeper bend, you certainly can to get that stretch into your Achilles. But take care of you. If that's not working for you, don't worry about it. And work your weight back over. With a micro bend in your left knee, you could flex to that foot. We just don't want to dump weight to the back of the knee. That's not healthy for the hinge joint to have pressure put on it in the opposite direction that it wants to bend. As you come forward, hands to the inside of your left foot, pivot your right out, stretch up and over into your lateral. Oh, that feels so good. And as you release, come to sit onto your heels. Now, if that's not comfortable, sit onto your seat in a cross-legged easy pose. And walk your hands out and just pull your chin closer to your throat. Now feel these muscles above your belly button. Huck them back. Let's see if you can drop your chin down even lower. Pull your shoulders down away from your ears. And release. Awesome job today. Thank you so much for being here. If you could hold on for just a moment, I need to go in and take a picture of my participants because they're awesome. All right. Thanks so much for being here, everyone. It was so good to have you in class today. If hopefully I'll see you next week. Oh, look at you. Wow. Are you at the beach, Patty?
Oh, it's my background.
Oh, that's awesome. That's a great background.
I'm in the mountains.
Yeah.
All right. You all have a lovely, lovely day. Thank you so much for inviting me into your home. So I'll see you next week.
Karmie.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Karmie.
You're welcome. Thanks for being here.